Welcome to the Friday Fenix. On this week's episode, the January 6 hearings show a president just vibin', the world oven is set to full broil, and something fishy's going on with that 2020 election, you guys. Plus, business news from Microsoft, KFC, and more. Let's do this! Last night's installment of the January 6 hearing showed us a president that was just chillaxing on that fateful day. He's getting a lot of flack for watching TV instead of intervening, but this guy screws up everything he touches. Casinos, blonde women, democracy. So if he had intervened, we might be at war with Finland right now. The Secret Service was asked to turn over a month's worth of deleted text messages, but only provided one. That one text message was definitely a threat to our ongoing democracy, though. It read, "Chipotle for lunch?" ? Burrito emoji. When asked to comment, the Secret Service replied with this.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
A Wisconsin GOP official says Trump called him just last week to try and decertify the results of the 2020 election. That's like a serial killer on the run from the FBI being like, you know what, just gonna do one more murder real quick. Dude, you do not have time for that. They're literally coming for you right now. Representative Adam Kinzinger says to expect more January 6 hearings. I'm excited about the 172nd hearing because I think that's the one where they're going to reveal Donald Trump's evil twin, Ronald. Just to be clear, Donald Trump is also evil. They're both evil. Happens sometimes with twins. A lot of people think there has to be a good one and a bad one, but sometimes they're both just the same. Also this week, Biden got the Rona. And in a show of solidarity with the beleaguered president, so did everyone else. In cruise news, obviously it's a great time to remove COVID restrictions, and that's exactly what the cruise industry has done. That's right, cruise COVID restrictions are officially over. However, be advised that you're still only allowed to lick the cocktail shrimp one time before putting it back into the buffet line. The Supreme Court's Roe v. Wade ruling has its approval rating down to just 38%. The justices are trying to turn that around by offering all women a free red cape and bonnet. Are you in a bad marriage in Missouri? Do you want a divorce? Well, if you're pregnant, the state has decided to freedom you into staying married, at least until the only part of you with rights is born. No word yet on which rights the fathers have had to give up. The House has passed a bill protecting same-sex marriage in case the Supreme Court decides to overturn it later. However, Republicans proposed an amendment defining same-sex marriage as always doing it in the missionary position with the lights off. Folks, the 2022 heat wave means it's hot pretty much everywhere right now. It's especially bad in the UK, where airport runways are melting, train tracks are warping, and London is literally on fire. Mother Nature is angry, and she demands a sacrifice. Ooh, no, a better sacrifice. You got one of those One Direction guys? Back here in the also toasty states, Biden called climate change a clear and present danger, but did not take the step of declaring it an emergency. Which is like saying, this guy stabbing me in the face is very dangerous, but I'm not quite ready to call 911 yet. Texas has been ranked the second worst place to live in America, according to a new study. This has prompted the State Tourism Board to release a new ad. Take a look. Texas is big, it's beautiful, and it's got so much to offer. Want to lose weight? Have the flesh burned off your body with our triple-digit sunshine. It also helps you lose that pesky water weight. If you move here, you'll get a free gun for every family member. No training required. Want to get off the grid? You'll have plenty of opportunities if it gets hot or cold. Thanks, ERCOT. Ready to see the sights? You can drive on a highway for 3 straight days and you'll still be in Texas. Along the way, stop in behind a Buc-ee's for a dry, calloused hand job. And Texas is a great leaving point for abortion tourism. Plus, we've got a little something for the kiddos, a textbook explaining how Jesus made the dinosaurs. The Lone Star State has so much to offer. Come visit us today. Prominent religious sites in Nepal are putting up no TikTok signs to keep creators from filming at the premises. This has led to a new viral video trend, filming TikToks in front of Nepal's no TikTok signs. Elon Musk's 76-year-old dad has fathered a child with his 35-year-old stepdaughter. Woody Allen has offered to be the child's godfather, but only if it's hot. According to a recent Consumer Report, airlines are losing more baggage than ever. Good for you, girl, dump him! A new study shows that the Great Resignation hasn't been as good for workers as we thought. However, there have been some great strides in workers' rights, like the Starbucks Union, the Big Lots movement for a union, and the Medieval Times Union, who I understand simply challenged the CEO to a joust and won. Microsoft is adding the ability for users to share their stories in the workplace. Thanks, said no one. That's the only problem we had with our jobs, and now you've gone and solved it, no one continued. Great job, was the thing that was not said. Socks are your toes' safety goggles, so when you buy socks with a lifetime warranty, you feel secure forever. But what if that warranty turned out to be bullshit? A Springfield man has filed a class action lawsuit against Bass Pro Shop for their fast and loose definition of free replacement for life. The fish hosiery mart in question thinks maybe one replacement is enough. This is obviously the most important story of the year, and we will keep you informed as it develops. In an effort to appeal to younger customers, KFC will now be offering nuggets. That's right, KFC's nuggeting technology has finally caught up with market demand, and now I think we can all rest a little easier. This is obviously the most important story of the year, and we will keep you informed as it develops. A guy used his nose to push a peanut to the summit of Pikes Peak. He's the only guy to patiently and consistently save his nut until everything is finished. This is obviously the most important story of the year, and we will keep you informed as it develops. J.K. Rowling has set a new record for squandering goodwill by making what is possibly the most sexless sport ever even more dorky, as players opt to rename the sport quadball. The founders of Foursquare couldn't be reached for comment, but sources tell us they are looking into legal options for preventing the confusion between a game played by kids that were bullied far too much in school and Foursquare. And finally tonight, a lawsuit is calling Skittles unfit for human consumption because it contains the ingredient titanium dioxide, which has been banned in other countries. In their defense, a spokesperson for Skittles says that even with the titanium dioxide removed, Skittles are still not fit for human consumption. That wraps up this week's episode of the Friday Fenix. Join us next week because there's always more news to peruse.
Your efforts are valid, but I don't think you can step up to the challenge. Your efforts are valid, but I don't think you can step up to the challenge.